better late than never. Ooh, even the lighting's all off. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, that's really bad this morning. Welcome, Morning Mindset. It is the 8th of December edition, Friday. Woo, what do we have? Like 2 weeks till Christmas. Yikes. Good morning, all. Got a little technical difficulties, and you can see the lighting's off. So that's, I wonder if I can change that. There, it's starting to come back a little. So welcome, Morning Mindset. It's been an interesting morning so far. Remember, when you get in here, let me know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. The other thing is, since we run a little behind, I didn't get to post this many places. In fact, it posted no places. So if you'd be so kind to share away. Sharing's caring, kids. Go ahead and do that. It's been an interesting morning so far. We'll talk about that. And go into it. But the most important part here, this is what I need out of you. 5. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? Going through my list. Do you have those mornings where you're just like overwhelming list? I've got stickers that need printed out today. I've got to order supplies for those stickers because I know I don't have enough material for what they want. So I got to order that this morning. DTF, we've got to mess with that. I've got invoicing. I'm like almost 2 weeks behind on some invoicing, and when I'm looking at what I have sitting there, yeah, I need to definitely get invoicing done. I've got to upload videos. I've got videos done that, I was on that daily challenge with Bry and with Tim, and who else was in there that I know of? Juan was in there. We said, here, a 10-minute video every day. Cool. My lives don't count. Whatever. So that means I have to make videos. So I have video for Wednesday, I had a video for yesterday, and a video for today. And for whatever reason, I set them to upload, and they didn't. And we've had such a crazy couple days here where I just didn't pay attention, and I need to get that fixed. So I'll get back on the wagon and get those looked at today to see what's going on with it. But this week has been an interesting week, to say the least. Corey's sick, like sick. I finally told her this morning, I'm like, listen, go to the doctor. This is like day 4 of this. She started feeling crappy and got a fever on Tuesday night, and after we were done with the show, and then it just kind of gradually got worse. Took COVID tests, took multiple COVID tests, no COVID there, but she's just feeling trashy. And I'm like, listen, it's not the time of year for this. Usually I get sick around Christmas, and I just power through it. And I'm like, we got too many stores closing. We've got too much stuff to do. Get some rest. We need to get you better because it's crunch time, kids. And I'm sure every one of you is feeling that kind of pain. So let me check in and see how people are doing this morning. Darren, good morning to you. 44 and partly sunny on duty. Thank goodness it's the last day of the tour. 5 things? Who knows? It's gorgeous here. It's like 50 degrees out. Like, it is gorgeous out there. And Sarah, good morning to you. It's been such a morning that there's 4 people that have reached out to me this morning that usually between after like 6 a.m., we've got kind of just little convos that we start for the day. And people reach out to me. I haven't even checked messages this morning because I'm trying to get other stuff taken care of. And it has just been a nightmare-ish sort of thing. Good morning, 42 and sunny. Heard our unseasonably weather is due to the sunstorm. I know nothing about weather. It's good to know. I didn't know. I heard something about a sunstorm, but I didn't understand it. And to me, 50s is nice. I'm digging that. Sarah's 5 things. Keep the team motivated and pushing through. Almost there. Insanely busy right now, just pushing through it. Yeah, I talked to Sarah for a bit yesterday and tried to see what we... In fact, Sarah, I'm going to forward you an email because I got an email on something that we talked about yesterday. But, Sarah takes Fridays... I'm not saying Sarah's weird by any means, but Sarah is unique in her operation hours. Sarah is Monday through Saturday, they're in the shop, but the shop is closed to the public on Friday, so that can be their main production day. So she's all hands on deck today producing. So that means I'm going to say probably here in like sometime today, she'll send me a message and be like, yo, you got time to chat? And we'll get her caught up and see what things are. Tim, good morning to you. 42 there in Ohio of Toledo-ish. Toledo, Ohio, yeah. 42 up to 56. Monster Hydro on the drink. I just cracked open the sparkling orange. I think it's been a while since I had this one. Sparkling orange, that works. Teton's tinning and recording a video with me tinning a Tesla Model S. Very nice. Then a lot of embroidery to do. I mean, lots. Tim, I thought there was somebody that there was a couple, I don't know what manufacturers, but like multi-head machines that were for sale, and I'm like, I should tag Tim. I should tag him in this and be like, hey, yo, do you want to? What is this? But I know nothing about him, so I didn't. I'm a bad friend. Barb, good morning to you. North Central Minnesota, 35 headed, 30 for the high 35 headed to the high 30s. I'm like 30. I'm very confused. Snow possibly overnight. I'm not down with that. Hot tea in the cup and water in the tumbler. Barb's 5 things is she's got quotes, customer pickups, hem pants, continue to work on 2024 pricing spreadsheet, watch a couple Wilcom digitizing feature videos. Very nice. And Barb giving her mornings out to Sarah, Brian, and Tim. And right back at you. Brian's got hometown Christmas going on, right? 49 sunny rain tonight during hometown Christmas, right? It's one of those things where you wish it would be below freezing, so it'd at least be snowing. I hate rain. Hometown Christmas is my only thing until Sunday at 9 p.m. It sounds good. Good morning, Darren from Barb. Rena joining us bright and early. Hey, everyone. Sun's coming up at 46 in SoCal. Coffee in the cup. It's several cups of coffee kind of day. I'm going to throw some coffee in. Legit. I just know I got a lot to do and trying to figure out the plan of attack on certain things, because you know when you've got like and unless some of you are way better than I am, and if you are, please tell me your secret. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I got an email that came through. Like when I'm urgently emailing somebody and then they send back and with the same thing, and it's awesome to hear. For the update, it throws everything off. There. Okay. So there's a lot of things going on, right? And so I try not to have stores close on the same day, because I don't want everything to come in and be due at that. I try and give it, at least 3 days between store closings. But this time of year, it's tough. People want stuff for Christmas. They want to keep it open as long as they can. And so that's what we have going on. Stores closing next week, and I'm trying to space them out and get them up new ones. But it's a little difficult. But trying to manage what's coming in, what's this, so that way we can order stuff together. Then I've got quotes that are out there for people. I've got mock-ups that are out there for people. I've got everything in the spreadsheet online, so I can look and see at it. But sometimes I do forget to take stuff that I've written down and put it in there, and I'm sucky. I suck. But I'll get better at it. It's just one of those I need to vent about it, because it just there's just a lot. And sometimes I think what happens is, instead of just taking that half hour, just breathe, regroup, go through it, readjust, and go from there. I just keep adding to it and trying to move things and push it. And that's what I'm going to do. When I'm done with this morning, that is what I'm going to do, is just sit down, go through the jobs that I have sitting over on Corey's desk, go through the jobs that I know I have in here, make sure everything is prioritized correctly, make sure everything is ordered that needs to be ordered, because if not, now we're waiting until Monday, which just throws more into it. If I get it in today, at least it might travel over the weekend, because I don't know about you, but I have noticed like shipping out stuff yesterday. Typically, if I chose 2-day shipping for UPS, it would deliver on Saturday. It's been doing that for like the last 8 months or so. It's Christmas time. They are not delivering on Saturday unless I pay that extra fee now. So if shipping out 2-day yesterday makes it deliver on Monday. So I need to pay attention to, shipping days and times, and you should too. I know some people, today is pretty much like the last day of Christmas orders. So let me know in the comments, when is your last day to take Christmas orders? I know people that stopped like beginning of November because of what they have, everything going on. They're like, listen, we're 6-8 weeks out on stuff, so you're not going to have this by Christmas. So have you already made your cutoff? Have you pushed it back? When do you have for it? Technically, ours is next Friday, But for our local people, depending on what it is, we will go right up until probably, let me double check here, to the 22nd. We'll go right up to the 22nd. But for stuff that is national that needs there, it's on the 15th, so that way we can get it produced, shipped out, and that way they'll have it there before Christmas. So, yikes, right? Yikes. We're just under. We're there for it. So yeah, right there for it. Uh, Angela, good morning to you. Diana, good morning to you. Cindy, good morning to you. Gatorade, I don't know what season we're having today, but I wore sandals. 5 things: order supplies, mail stuff, change needles out, install new bench pen, and edit photos. Um, so I wasn't sure what the temp was out, and since Corey's out, that means because typically I'll just drive the golf cart and I'll just wear whatever. But since I had to actually get off the golf cart and walk the kids up to the school and that, and I wasn't sure on the weather because I was working, and then when I got on the golf cart, I'm like, oh, I actually have shoes on, so that's going to change really quick to get me off my shoe game because but I don't want to take the risk of getting sick, so I guess maybe I should have shoes on. I don't know. Jerry, good morning to you. Renee, good morning all. 41 and sunny in Chicago, and water in the bottle, coffee in the tumbler, working on your 5. Jerry's got cinnamon tea. Yes, I'm addicted in the cup. 45 degrees and sunny. And Jerry said, after Wednesday's chat, I asked for the stale. Still pending. Awesome. Get after that. Get after that, Jerry. That's what I need to do. I need to get better at asking for the sale. But I'm in that position now where I haven't asked for the sale because my production is effed. Like, I'll just be honest, the process needs fixed. So I have not running any ads. I'm not doing anything until I know that process is good to go, which I think by the end of today will be good, and then I can start running ads next week for it. But it gives me time to catch up on stuff. Wednesday is yours. Dinah says, once you're overwhelmed, you can't function. Take a breath and focus and hammer down. My cutoff is December 10th, but if I have available time, I will add orders at the end. Very nice. Good job, Jerry. High five to you. But yeah, that's the thing. There is looking at when stuff, because just for ordering stuff, I had somebody that reached out, and their store doesn't close until next Friday. So their store doesn't close until the 16th or till the 15th. She's like, hey, I know this is a big ask, but I'd like to wear my stuff to an event on the 16th. Is there any way that's possible? Well, she placed her order. We have the stuff, and it's in there. So yeah, instead of waiting, I'm trying to keep up on stuff, get stuff ordered, and so it's not a problem for it. But hey, at least she reached out and didn't say like, hey, where's my stuff? Why haven't I got it yet? So, it is nice to have good customers like that. Yesterday we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We had 20 DTF orders go out yesterday. So that makes me happy that 20 DTF orders went out. It was a lot of square footage. There's a buttload of it. And on tap for today, looks like another 15, 20 orders. And then we should, right now we're right on the edge of that window, that 3 to 5 business days. But early next week we should be definitely within it, and by hopefully the end of next week, then we're super quick on stuff. But there's just a lot of stuff coming in, and anticipation. There's no good time of year to figure out when we should set up for this new store. So just bite the bullet and just do it. Get it done, taken care of. Okay. So we've done that. Then we can start building upon that, making more things happen for it. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm good that everything, our production time is within our window of 3 to 5. We got that down, so that makes me happy. Some of them that were really close, I upgraded, so I took a hit on stuff. Because they might have paid standard shipping, and one for sure, 2-day shipping. Was $35 for a 2-day shipping, and it was ridiculous. I did an overnight one that was like $65. Just like when you see, there's no profit there. When you factor in those double or triple shipping things on some of this, there's just no profit. But I didn't care. I just needed to get stuff out to people. So it is it's a good problem to have, but a bad problem to have, because you want your customers to be happy, but you want to make money, right? Like, profit is not a dirty word. We should all be making it. We should all be happy to be flowing in the money. But I'm spending out way more than what I'm bringing in, and you know why that is? Because I haven't invoiced, so I need to get these invoices done and out, because that will definitely help. Imagine that, right? That would definitely help. Uh, T-Town says, I think I'm done with orders for Christmas, but you never know. I told myself a week before I was not doing any customer orders. Yeah, you said you were done, so that way you could take that last week on personal orders, right? So you were done on the 15th, right? And then you were going to take the week. Was that you who was going to take that? And I'm kind of in that same thing. I'm going to try and see, like, even, you know, we were having fun with the laser. We're like, oh, we can put ornaments out there. I really don't have the time. And so it's like, maybe if I can get some of this other stuff cleared up out the door, do it, but it'll just be for local stuff in there. I saw people offering kits, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Is it's going to take all the funny ones that we have, make some stuff out of it, and then it's just a kit of ornaments. Of here's some snarky ones, and here's everything that's in it, and just be done with it that way for some local stuff. And that might be presents to everybody too. But there's, in fact, I ran it last night. I've got more things to run this morning as we're testing it. I've got a bag of Fs ready to go because I thought that was hilarious. So we're doing that this weekend. I am putting the riser on that thing. I am maybe going to use the rotary to see how that goes. But with the riser, there I'm going to test the function of the drop thing, where it goes back and forth, and it can do on a curve. I'm going to test that and see how that works without it, and then with the rotary. So that's one of my plans this week, and it's pretty much my playtime is at night and on the weekends. Like with Corey being sick this week, that throws some stuff into it, because we've got other stuff going on. We're like, okay, well, let's change up some of the plans, so some things might not happen that should happen, and we just work with it, right? Sickness is no good. I did see that. Thank you for the order there, Tim. I appreciate that. Darren loves when I say that. Jerry says, hopefully everybody has lots of orders coming in. I don't even, as I talked to somebody Wednesday afternoon, and they said that I have a ton of orders coming in, but it doesn't feel like I'm making anything. So we went through their pricing, and that's because they weren't. I said, look at what this is taking you to do. I'm like, this is why you feel like you're putting all this in and not making any money, because you're not priced right. And she goes, well, this is what other people are charging for it. I'm like, but you don't know, how long is it taking them to do it? Are they making money on it? I said, if they're losing money, then you're just following in suit. I said, you want to make money on this. I said, so this is where it needs to be if you actually want to make something. But as it is right now, that's why you're feeling that way. So it was kind of an eye-opening moment for them when they saw, oh yeah, the reason I don't feel like I'm not making any money is because I'm not making any money. So yeah, get that figured out. Right? Got to invoice, make it number one. It is. Actually, it's not. Invoice is number 4. Getting mock-ups, getting the stickers printed, getting quotes done, and then invoicing, because quotes will turn into invoices so they can pay that way. So it's number 4 on the list. But I got to get mock-ups done, because that is a corporate store that. And has anybody done this? So we're doing a corporate store, and we talked about it. First, they were just going to do an order for T-shirts for their company. I think it's like 24 shirts, so nothing huge. But I said, are we just doing T-shirts? They said, do we want to do long sleeves, hoodies, crew necks, whatever? And they're like, well, the school, because it's for a school, they said they'll only pay for, they're only giving us T-shirts. I said, well, if the school's the one that's paying for that, I said, we could take that and just create a code, and then you could decide if you want to order a T-shirt or a hoodie. And so that's what we did. And the school was fine with it. Everything was good with it. So, basically the school is buying 24 gift certificates, I guess you could say. We're creating a unique code. Will it be used once per person? They have to get it out here. Here's this. They order a shirt, it's free. If they order a crew neck or a hoodie or a long sleeve, that code is applied to that. So then they get a discounted rate on it. So has anybody else did anything like that? Ooh, I feel congested. Tell me how it works. You know what you think of that. Darren says, I still have a cornhole set to make. 4 bullet flag clocks, a cup, a few custom shirts, and a couple more presents today. Like, Darren's rock solid busy. And Jerry says that she hopes Corey feels better soon. So do I, because there's stuff that needs to get done. And so I'm like, okay, take a little break. Because I said, hey, listen, even when I was sick, I said, I still work. I worked for a couple hours and I went lay down for a couple hours. I worked for a couple hours, went down a couple hours. I said, last time I checked, you're a mom and moms don't get sick. So I don't know what your problem is, but let's figure this out. T-Town says, you will have that order out tomorrow, right? Yeah, but there is some Xmas jobs in there. I will put it, I'll bump it up. I'll bump it up for you, Tim. Let me make a note of that. And we'll see where everything is, and we'll get you in the production line update timeline. Because right now 3 to 5, so you definitely have it before Christmas, but we'll see if we can screw it in there earlier. I almost ordered 2 60-inch ones, and then I save at 120. That's right. And so one of the things too is that some people can only do the 60-inch one. That's all they can make. And like, just order the 120-inch and upload 2 60-inch files. That's all you got to do. You'll be fine. Tim's got that new rotary laser coming. I have that new rotary laser coming for my X-Tool. I have the rotary, but they just came out with the attachment. What's that? Is it the one that we got? Now I got to look and see. Sounds complicated with code. Haven't done that. Actually, it's not too bad. So in Ecwid, what you do is here's a discount code. So, you have to be on a paid plan to be able to use the codes in that. So you can create a coupon that's in there, and, you can set your percentage off. You can set your, whether it's a dollar amount or a percentage off. So we'll set it $1. So say the shirts are $20. This is going to be a $20 coupon. That $20 coupon can only be used once per customer. The only people that are going to know about that generated code is the business, the school. So we'll send it to them. They can go ahead and do it. And we know that if there's 24 people, 24 uses, it's done and taken care of. So they'll put that in, they get the shirt, boom, shirt's free. If they go something else, then that's applied to it. So it should work out pretty good. And hey, can you give any how-tos to do a fundraising webpage? You need to do a show on that. Diana, in fact, I have done a show on that. We've done like 3 of them. We usually do those in the spring because it seems that's when more, especially on the school side of it, but that's when there's more benefits going on, more fundraisers. It seems through winter, not so much, unless it's a medical one. But come the spring, it picks up there. So usually February, we'll do a show on that, an updated one, and on how we do it. So yeah, I can definitely do that. And I can talk about it. I can give like a 5 things and do a video content on that and say, hey, here's the link to the other video. So yeah, we can definitely do that again. Good idea, Diana. I agree, Diana. I would like to see a fundraising site set up. Yeah, and like I said, if you go to our YouTube channel, fatdadlive.com, where's it at? Let me hit the banner so you can see it. You go right here. There is a video, and I think there's probably 2 or 3 of them because we've done it. We did a decal fundraiser one, and that's the decal fundraiser one. We'll definitely do that one again. So we'll kind of break it up: a decal fundraiser one, and then a merch one. Because what we do is on a lot of those, we'll use Ecwid for it. Especially now, Ecwid has 5 things for the free site. Well, that means I can do a t-shirt, a hoodie, a long sleeve, a crew neck, and let's say a tumbler to it. We can add a 5th thing to it. Here's what they get for a free site for it, and we can walk it through on that. George, good morning to you. Reno's 5 things: trophies, and medals. I've never been on the trophy side of it. When I went down to Brian's shop, he totally told me, he's like, get on the trophy side, man. Look at this, what you can do. Look at what you can do. And in being out in Vegas, I was so, just seeing everything. Like, especially when I see on like some of the glass stuff, we've got a full sand carving setup. I got sucked into that at NBM like 5 years ago, and we did it, and it's messy, and maybe it's something that we'll bring back. But now that we have the laser, we can engrave a lot of stuff to be able to do that. So maybe I need to open up that side of it more. I had somebody last night reach out to me about an award. So here's this: they want any of you people that are doing awards or recognition things or anything like that. I need your help. They want a wall hanger, glass or acrylic, as large as it can be, and that's where I'm like, well, we can make it as big as a wall, like, so standard I need to look. So I need to go find some stuff. I need to go over to JDS and see what I can find and look for it. But I just need more direction from them. That's the thing I hate, is when people just don't give you enough direction. You're welcome. You're welcome. Look at that, Rena. Rena, show off your trophies. Show your trophies, Rena. I want to see it. Alan, morning to you. Are you getting your S1 materials from Xtool or local stores like Michael's and Lowe's? Currently, everything that we have has come from Amazon, because we haven't done much. We've played with some stuff here and there. We ordered a bunch of samples and stuff, basswood. We've got a good variety of stuff that's sitting on the shelf, really ready to be tested out. The other stuff that we've gotten has come from either JP Plus or JDS, because there are suppliers for it. On the wood side of it, I haven't even went into that much of it. There's things I want to do, but they require me to have that riser installed and that conveyor installed, because I want to do in not so much I want to, but Corey kind of fell down a sign rabbit hole. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, here's what we need to do. Here's how we can make it. Here's what I need to. And so, yeah, I need to get some of this other stuff done to be able to do that and to show it off, because, hey, if she wants to make some stuff and we see some cool stuff, I'm down with that. So I'm going to try and get a lot of that taken care of this weekend. Let's see. Angela said a few shirts and some card magnets and some sign makings with friends tomorrow. Too much life the past 2 years, so I'm revamping my business for future. It happens, and I'm okay with that. Hey, like, sometimes I think we all need to have that come to Jesus moment, right? And I have it more times than a lot of people. And I bet it's like every 3 months I sit back and wonder, should I do this? Or should I just be done with this and go work for somebody else? Because I think I even said that to Sarah on Wednesday. I said, I'm just going to quit and come work for you. Like, why not? And then I realized Sarah lives in way colder climate than I am, so there is no way in hell I'm doing that. Now, Rena, I'd go work for her because it's 55 at 6 in the morning out in California. But then I realized it's California and I don't want to pay to live out there. So Brian, I can come work for Brian. He's below that climate zone, so he doesn't get the crap as crappy as we do. But my southern friends, hey, I've thought about it. Like, what can I do? Can I still do this? Some of this on the side? Can I bring some my expertise to business? Can I do some consulting? Because it just like, is this really what I want to do? Being a business owner is tough. There is no vacation. Right? And I say this with that little caveat of there is vacations. We take vacations. We go out, we do that. But if we're not working, there's not income coming in. And that's what we're trying to change in 24, where we can automate stuff. And whether we're here or not, an order can come in, it can go through our print system, it can go to an employee, it can go to one of our partners, it can go somewhere, and stuff can get done even if we're not here. So those are the things that we're pushing through to do. And then once all that's there, I'm very parched this morning. We can then start running ads, because if the system is automated and it's working, we can run ads and then we just collect checks. So there's some things I want to put in place with that, but I want to be happy, looking at things that we've got for here, right? So we just did Disney last month, Nowhere this month. Next month is Long Beach. So if you're headed to Long Beach for Impressions Expo, let me know in the comments too. Are you headed to Long Beach Impressions Expo next month? February, APA is at the beginning of February, but that's also Super Bowl weekend. And so we nixed that one out, because then at the end of February, we are going to Mexico. We're going to Mexico to celebrate our first wedding anniversary. It's like that. Dirk's not thirsty. There's a sensor going bad, and I got to just bypass it because there's nothing wrong with it. But we're going to celebrate our first wedding anniversary, because if you did not know, when Corey and I got married, we never really had an anniversary date. Like, we never celebrated an anniversary because we didn't know when we really started dating. It just kind of happened, like 12 years ago or whatever. It just kind of happened. So there wasn't really a date that we're like, this is our anniversary. And we kind of, like one of the first times that we went out as like together with a group of people, and we're like, hey, we're, like an actual couple was St. Patrick's Day. So that's been our kind of go-to anniversary, St. Patrick's Day week, and whatever's going on there, that's when but so we didn't have that. And I said, why don't we get married on leap day? So every 4 years we go on a trip. So here we are, first wedding anniversary, we're going on a trip. So we've put that stuff in there. If anybody wants to head to wherever that is, to Mexico, shoot me a message. I'll get the info on that. But we have Long Beach before that. And then we go right into the DAX shows, which I'm not teaching at. So I do not have to attend all of those. I was planning on attending all of them because I was going to be teaching, and I got bumped. So poop happens, got bumped. So we only have to do the Chicago one. If I have to, I mean, I need to. That's where, a lot of our friends are. That's when we get together. That's when we have a lot of great conversation. So that'll be that show. And then we go right into other stuff. I'd like to get to Fort Worth this year. There's like 3 different shows that are going on there. Maybe Printing United this year. Because Printing United, where's that at this year? It's not... let me look and see where Printing United is at, coming in 2024. But Printing United last year, Atlanta. I'm not doing Atlanta, man. I'm just not doing it. Printing United is Printing United is in Vegas, baby. Vegas, baby. Ooh, snap a lap. Let's see. When is that? September 10th through the 12th. Let me start planning that, because that might be a nice, fun fall trip, Vegas. So I'll go through the calendar of that, which going through Tuesdays with Todd coming up. Here was my list of stuff. Coming up, we've got Bob. Oh, I've got something I could probably show you guys. I've got something. Maybe I could save it till Monday too. But we've got Bob coming in, and we're talking reputation management and what that means in your business. And I've been working on some code this week, and I developed something. You know what? I'm going to see if I can show that. Let's see. Where was it at? I need to go to Facebook. No, not in Facebook, but I can find it kind of, sort of, in Facebook, I do believe, because that's where, when we were chatting, I sent it back and forth to him. Let's see what we have here. I think this is it. I think this will be the one for it. Let me double check. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'll be able to copy this, and then I can bring it on the screen and show you. So one of the things that, if you sign up with us in our marketing plan, how many of you have I'm going to get to comments about why this is setting up. How many of you have a cost estimator on your website? Like they can put in information to be able to get stuff. Do you have that? Yes or no? And if you don't have it, do you think it would be helpful for you? So let me know in the comments for that. Let's see what we got here. Barb said, so use Ecwid for some things and Shopify for the main site. We currently, yes, because we're still 90% Ecwid. We wanted this first part of Shopify to work first, and then we're going to start transferring everything over. But once we have that, and then our team stores, any of the stores like that, we're going to switch over to Chipley. Ecwid is a great starter site for things. You can do a ton with it, but there are some limitations with it. Don't do it, at least not Column Trophies. That's what he totally was getting me to. He's like, listen, see, you just got to set it up here, and it's a little assembly, and you have a chop saw, and you just cut, and you just do this. And I'm like, what? We're talking about how I failed on videos, Rye. I got videos lined up, and I thought I scheduled them, and I didn't, so I've got to make all that work today. Todd, are all your discount codes on Facebook's under files or someplace? I think so. I think they're all listed there. If not, I'll make a post of today. Make post with all codes. Make post with all codes. Got it. All right. I get maple sheets from Lowe's. Top of the AM. I'm LS in Cali. Well, thanks for joining us, LS. I wanted to go to Long Beach, but next year. Well, 2024 is next year. So you should come, Darren. We're still trying to figure things out of who's all going, because depending who's all going is how big of a house that we need. And if it ends up just being Corey and I, maybe we don't need a whole house. We can just find a hotel like a half hour, 45 minutes away and save, because half the time we're never in the house anywhere. We're just there at night after dinner and that for a place to sleep. So if we did a hotel, maybe a little bit more, but then if they're throwing in breakfast, that's breakfast I don't have to worry about. So we're decided to see what's going on there. That's right, Rena. Long Beach. We'll definitely be in Long Beach this year. So are you going to be there? Are you going to be there? Are you? Are you? I know Rye's going to be there. He's taking his bike. He's going to ride a bike. I'm not. Vegas. Yes, Vegas for APA. Not doing that. But Vegas for Printing United really sounds nice. Oh, see? Renee, Rena, there you go. Make that love connection. The actual thing is, it's a laser that you attach to the rotary. They just came out with it. You may have it already, but it was bought on pre-order Black Friday. Tim, send me the link. Then I'll compare it to see what it is, and I'll show you what I got. Jerry says, when I'm in Vegas for New Year's Eve, it's going to be 52 degrees as a high. Who knew Vegas got that chilly? It can get cold. It can get cold for sure. No one has it. Morning, all. No drink, sunny here. 45 Northern Kentucky. 5 things. Print, cut, pack a few orders, finish 2 new products, local delivery. Hey, free? Howdy do. Okay. So is that something that would help you? Do you think that would help you with your customers for it? Yeah, I will be there. Impressions for sure, and I'm pretty sure Printing United. I'll put that on the schedule, and I'll make a list of all the stuff of shows that I know where things are for it, so that way we can see in 2024. Let's see. I need to share screen, and we are going to go. I think it's this one. Let's see if it's this one that lets me. Do it. I need to see. Okay. Yep. This one will work. Okay. So here's this what I created, right? I was working the code for it, and I still got a few more bugs to work out on it. One of the bugs being I need to free if a apparel decoration quote calculator would help your business. So here's what I came up with, and what I want this to do is be able to send all this information next. So that's the next thing I work. So the way I set it up was, here's how we basically do it. This is how we do it on our site, right? Or how we do it in our business. And I wanted to make things faster, easier for it. So they'd be able to select the garment shirt type, whether it's a t-shirt, long sleeve tee, crew neck, or hoodie. Yes, we could add other options in here. I could probably add polos and that, but that's kind of our go-to on it. So we're going to pick a hoodie. And then they have their options, because everything's based on a 50-50 blend, right? So that's a good. And then they have good, better, best. So we're going to go a good. Number of garments to be printed. We have this tiered system, so there's different price breaks for different levels. So we're going to go 25 on it. Print locations. For us, it's typically 1, 2, or 3, whether they're doing a front and back, or front, back, and sleeve. So we've got 1, 2, or 3 on it. So we've got here, how many colors does the design have, whether it's a single color or multicolor. Single color is going to be screen printed. Multicolor is most times going to be DTF, but it could be screen printed too, depending on how many colors in that. So we're going to go single color. Turnaround time, we're giving them turnaround time, whether they, standard is 10 to 15 business days, 7 to 10, 5 to 7, 3 to 5. So we're going to go 10, and then we're going to enter in our email address, and then boom, you hit calculate quote, and here's what they got for it. So for a hoodie on the good material at 25 of them, the estimated cost is $28. Total estimated cost $735, and it gives a range. Now I put a plus or minus 20% in here just to give it. And then I just said, this is a rough estimate. For an actual quote, please contact us with your details. So it gives them an idea. So now let's look and see, does this, what else is this? Let's change this. So we're changing this to 2 print locations, right? 2 print locations. Calculate quote. There it is, $33.60. Oh, they want multicolor. Let's change that. Okay, $37.60. Okay, they want it in 5 to 7 business days. Oh, that's taking it to $47 each, because there's including rush fees in it. Now, let's say that they want, 200 of these. Okay, well, that drops it down to $31.30 or $32.31. Let's go into t-shirts. Well, we want t-shirts instead, and we're going 200 of those. Okay, Well, t-shirts, you want them in 5 to 7 days. They're 2 print locations, multicolor. They're $22 each. Oh, you just want single color, okay, and you just want one location, okay, and you don't need it till your 10 to 15 business days. Awesome. Let's calculate that. They're $11 each. So you can go through it, and we're able to play with this and see where it is. Because in fact, I think I need to go and adjust the percentages again, because the last time I think I did, because that should be close. That should be a lot less than that. But this is what I'm working on. So that way it's able to do it. Now, when you sign up for our marketing, for our marketing assistance with Fresh Horizons, we're going to include this with you. So we're going to talk about this. I'll play with this more today. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it over the weekend when it's in the time. But all of it's customizable, so you can put in your prices for each thing in here like this. You want, if we just did, one shirt, customer wants one shirt, you're going to be like, this price is going to be crazy. Estimated cost $55. What? It's $20 each, and it's here. Why is it 55? Because there's a $35 charge set in there, whether that's an art fee, whether that's a setup fee, we have that in here. But you want to go with a better option, boom, you're going to be at 25. You want a best option, it's going to be 30. So it gives it there, and it gives the ranges so that way they can see it. But I think a lot of times, this is just something to do where, hey, if you just want to kind of guesstimate, this is what it's going to be. And like I said, we can go into the code and change all the stuff. But this has been kind of my baby this week. This is when I needed to not be stressed out so much about work and what we had going on and everything with that. I said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to work on some code for a little while. So it's nice. It's nice. It's nice. And that's what we got. So what do you think of that? What do you think of that? Let's see. Had to step away for a customer and missed everything so far this morning. That's fine. You can go back and watch the replay. Rena says, I'll be in Long Beach. Book a hotel now. You can always cancel. The closer the show, the prices go up. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, it's like, how far do we want to stay away? Because we're going to go to San Diego for a couple days before. And then, we have stayed. I don't even know. The last place we stayed was a pretty cute little place. Made sure we got the garage with it because, in fact, when we were pulling in the complex, somebody's like, yeah, cars got broken into last night. Awesome. So, may not have been the safest area, but it was a cute place. We had, secure parking, and it was only like 20 minutes away. So, of course, usually on top of that, trying to figure it out. And then that's what we'll do is just figure out, okay, what's the best way to handle this and go from there. But yes, Long Beach for sure. This year year before, 2 years ago, only did Long Beach one day, nowhere near enough. Yes, last year did it for 2 days, still didn't get everything. So the 3 days for sure, especially when you have classes that you're taking, that takes an hour to multiple hours out of the day to be able to see stuff. And then there's the parties. We only did the rock party, which rocked the yacht last year, Everclear in a yacht. I mean, that was pretty slick. But there's other meet and greets. There's other things going on. I think on the first day, I only saw 2 booths because we were chit-chatting with people so much, which, hey, remember, you see me, up to 7 times a week. I don't see you that often. So please don't be offended if I don't recognize you, especially if you have a cat as your profile picture. Make sure your badge is turned so I can see who it is. Just tell me who you are. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I know. Because like this, if T-Town, if I wouldn't see his videos and know who Tim was, I wouldn't recognize him. And if it says Tim on his badge, that means nothing to me. I need to see T-Town so I know who it is. So yeah, good times all the way right there. Let's see, where I know I moved some stuff. Where was it? You're there. No. There it is there. Free howdy. There, we got that. Cindy says, online orders are done today. Locally, I'm still taking orders to the 20th. Christmas Eve, I do stockings and charge a large rush order service charge. Yes, you shall. No one has ever complained about paying. They shouldn't at all. We were talking about that, about that pricing calculator, if that's something that would help on your site. You said, if it would help, I have to, if it would help, I have to quote them personally. They aren't professionals. They can't answer the questions. Well, and that's why we just have it broke down there and it gives them an estimate. Love you, Renee, but my husband's lucky that I share a room with him. There you go. She can, just saying, it's Vegas. Just saying. Thanks, Tim. And that's what I've been playing with today. And well, where's the fun? That's what I'm saying. Where's the fun in that? What program code did you use? I messaged my son and he said he can make you one. It's all in HTML and what's that other thing? HTML. And why do I feel like but it's all HTML. So it was just going back and forth with it. And now what I'm trying to do is get it so when you hit that calculate button on the back end, it takes all that information and sends it to a Google Doc. So, it sends it to a spreadsheet, puts all of it there. That's what I keep breaking it on that, because there's stuff that has to happen in the Google Sheets to make it all work. But that's what I'm doing. Nice side project, nice, never a bad thing. No, and I think that works. GPK, real sweet. Did you do that? I did do the code. I did. That was my first time coding. I'm pretty happy with that first time coding, and was able to make all that work. You're staying in Torrance, but I'm thinking of staying at one of the casinos, just something to do late at night, meaning a nice bar. What is it? Is it you drink something weird? Not saying something weird, but something very you and not somebody else, right? Was it Crown and something? I gotta remember. That was a year ago. Yep, Todd hit me at the Ryan party when I wanted to take a selfie with him. I'm like, no, we had a good time. That was the boat was probably my least favorite of the things that they've done, and I really am happy that they didn't go sail out and sail back, because it allowed for you to come and go and get off the boat there. So I was pretty happy about that. In fact, where were we? We were there just not too long ago, weren't we? Why do I feel like I just seen that when we were out somewhere? I don't know. Anyway, I was happy with that. I liked when they're doing it at the event center, because you're already there. It's like boom, here you go, everything's right there in the round. It's a nice little layout. Having anything else done, it's just not. It was okay, but I'm not 100% sold on it. Basically, you could basically use that for decals as well. Yeah, I could totally write code for that, and that same thing where here's an estimator where here's what's the size of your decal. Is it this, or is it this size or this size? Here's the height, here's the width, here's that. So yeah, it can be built for anything, and that's what when I was talking with Bob, I said, so if we get this one down how we like, I'm like, and understand the concept of how everything works with this, I can then take this code and then use that as base code for any of the other calculators, right? And we were going back and forth, and I said, yeah, because that's the same thing we run into on printed HTV, on printed vinyl. Here, what's the cost per square foot? Installed, and even with that, it's hard to say installed, because we can put it, installation will be, $125 an hour, so that way they can figure it out from there with a 1 hour minimum, so it at least gives them something for it. All right, we've got lots of stuff to do, and I'm getting emails in here, and I still got calls to make, and still got invoicing to do, and the only way that happens is if I get out of here and do it. So we'll be back Monday morning. We'll be here for Morning Mindset, right? Morning Mindset will be here. Look for all the things to post for the next upcoming Tuesday with Todd. We've got Bob from Fresh Horizons talking reputation management on the 12th. We've got Sarah is going to be talking Canva on the 19th. We've got our year-end review on the 26th. We've got goal setting on January 2nd. We've got Bob with using software to help accomplish your goals on the 9th. And then we've got hair bows on the 16th with Cindy. So, I mean, 1, 2, 3, we got the next 6 shows planned. Woo! I'm kind of excited about that, to put stuff off there. So, you guys have an amazing day. I got to find the stuff. There it is. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.